Hey everyone, I'm back, and I saw that there were a few leaks that came out on Reddit about what they were trying to change in the monetization of Overwatch 2, and I found that very interesting. So this video is to kind of go over that, and I know it's only they're only rumors and it's just Reddit, so it's probably probably not true, but it probably is true because the last rumors that we saw ended up being 100% true. So I think this is because of that, it's probably worth a shot kind of going over everything because it's pretty interesting, and some of these I really hope are true. So with that, let's begin. So the first thing on the list is that the battle pass will now be able to be bought for 1,000 coins or for $10. And if you buy it for $10, you get 1,200 coins. So I'm guessing the purpose for that is to make it so that if you buy one battle pass, you have enough to kind of afford the battle pass the following season. And I think that's a good way to do it. I think a lot of games kind of do it that way, and it's kind of like a buy one get one free. Now, of course, you're not going to be doing that because there's going to be so many things coming out every season that you're probably going to end up using a lot of those coins anyways. But at least it's kind of more on, I guess, the consumer to save up whatever currency they have. And I think this is good. I have a lot of friends who have never, ever bought a single battle pass, and there's so many things they don't have, or I think it's nice to have an option for them to have something they can essentially kind of get it for free or just like for more play time. Because I play with some principled people unlike me, so yeah, they've been dying on that hill of not contributing to financially to the Game Pass mechanics, because we have all just come out of that whole Mauga meta, right? Where if you didn't have Mauga, you just couldn't really win. We've all seen the video of the guy who he leaves his competitive game. Well, he's playing a competitive game and they're getting destroyed by the Mauga, and then he leaves the game, buys the battle pass, gets Mauga, then goes back into the game and destroys the enemy team. So this is good, and there's more on this as we go through the list. There's like 6 things. The next thing is when you reach level 80, you can select a mythic from any other season instead of the one for that season. And at first I was like, well, then does it make it really mythic? was the first thing that came to my mind, but that's still a question, right? There should be a reward for doing for completing a certain battle pass, but there's a lot to this because the next one is that your battle pass doesn't really expire. So it's cool. I get it. I guess with this, the way it is you'll never really catch up to all the battle passes then, right? Unless, yeah, because if you complete the battle pass, then you get to choose something from a previous season. You can't choose one from this season. So I guess that's fine. That's fine. And I don't know how it's going to work with the next one. So the next one was that the battle pass does not expire. And does that count for previous battle passes that had their own mythic skins, or are those just kind of, will you always just be like 8 mythic skins behind? But yeah, I do. This one I was a little bit more skeptical of because Overwatch really does like to play on the whole FOMO thing, the fear of missing out. And I think that's a big driver for a lot of their sales, and that's a big reason why I've bought so many things. So it does work on me, but I don't know if I don't know. I think this is good overall because we kind of live in an age where nobody really owns anything anymore, right? Where, let's say, even streaming, before you'd buy the VHS or the DVDs and it's actually just yours. Now everything's just streaming online, and video games are online all the time, so they could kind of lock you out if you ever do or say something they don't like. So yeah, if you do buy a battle pass, it should be yours, right? Because people got kids, they got things to do, and then if I have given you money, right, it's not that I'm just giving you the money for the opportunity to unlock these things. Like, I should be able to do it in my own time, right? I work for that money, so maybe give me a chance to get these skins and all these other fun things. But yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm still a little skeptical. I know Bobby Kodak's gone, but this seems like a big change for Blizzard because I know they still want the money. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't take away from their money, right? I guess it doesn't really take anything away from them. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it devalues the rewards because if anybody could get it at any time, it's more available, so it's probably not as valuable, not as rare. But I have no idea. But I think overall, I think this is a good change. So yeah, number 4 is that souvenirs are going to be gone, and this makes me skeptical. Souvenirs is the dumbest thing I've ever seen as a reward in any video game ever, and it was so blatantly just filler bullshit that I don't even know how it's still in the game now. Like, nobody uses them. I've never seen them. The only time I've used them is if I accidentally press my hotkey for it, and it's I don't know. It's so dumb. I know they have to get it out, but I don't know if they will, because it has its own category. It's its own thing, and they brought it to existence. So I don't know. Can they just kill it off like that? It's kind of, I have no idea. But either way, if it's gone, good. It's good. It's for the better, for everybody's benefit. I would like to interrupt this video to ask you to like and subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, chances are you kind of like what I'm talking about. So, help me out, guys. So for number 5, heroes no longer unlock on Battle Pass, which makes sense because a few months ago they did say they were looking for a way to kind of go around, not go around it, but not release heroes like that because it's too important for the game. It's way too important for the game. And again, the whole Malga meta we had last season was like the most, what's that term? Like hammer on the head, right? Like you hit the nail on the head moment of Overwatch 2, like ever. Like the devs seeing that guy leave the game just to pay for this bullshit battle pass to get the character and then go back and destroy the other person. It was such a perfect example of just a horrible monetization design that I'm pretty sure they saw that in that expedited how fast they changed the entire monetization system, because that was egregious. That was insane. But one thing we have to see it. Well, they said they're going to be changing it, so this makes sense. But they also said in the previous interview that their characters are essentially the biggest commodity or the biggest pulling factor of Overwatch. So it would only make sense for them to find a way to monetize that, right? If you're doing business, you got to double down on your best product, right? You got to increase the prices or, find a way to monetize it. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm interested to see what they're going to do. But they know that new characters is their way of making money. But it looks like they understand that because of that, if they make a mistake on balance, then it throws the entire game off for like 1 or 2 months. So we'll see what they do. But I'm hopeful, especially after this last patch. And I guess the next 2, I think 6 and 7, but I'll just make it 6, is legendary items now will cost $12 instead of $20. And what was the other thing? And they spoke a lot about how skins in the shop kind of lack of value. I would be very surprised that they said that, because I saw he had the interview with SVP, I think, and when they spoke about the lack of quality of mythic skins, he disagreed. So Aaron disagreed. So I don't know if he would actually say this in like something that he writes, but I agree. I definitely agree. Some have become so cool, but the last season had the worst skins. I think the only good skin from last season is probably Anna's. Maybe Junk or Queen's was okay, but they had horrible skins. The season before that was much better, and everything we have this season looks like it's pretty good. But again, as for legendary skins being $12 instead of $20, that's a great thing. I guess we've all seen the new Reinhardt skin, which is just a pink recolor of the original Gurren Lagann skin that he has. So that was egregious. That is not something that's worth $20. So yeah, $12, fine. I think personally, in my mind, I think everybody thinks that it should be like $10. And then maybe you have the unique or rare skins at, I don't know, 7 or 5, and then kind of bring it back down even more to like $3 for like the common stuff. So yeah, I guess this is going to be a good change, and I think a lot of my friends are going to be more okay with spending $12 on a skin they really like instead of 20, because you know, my dumb ass, I just buy anything I think looks cool because I have no self-control and I'm a bad person. And the last thing they said, for number 8, I guess, is that they want what you get for spending money to be more valuable than what you get for spending coins. And that makes sense, right? Because they want money. Right? They want money. They want to emphasize the use of money so they can have it. So that makes perfect sense, and I hope the value does go up of the stuff that they're trying to give us, whether it's more coins during like a battle pass, or you know, just rewards, or I don't even know, just anything. Like it'd be fine. I would be fine with anything they decide to do, as long as the value is just a lot more. Because I like to optimize how I use my money, anyways. So yeah, those are the changes, and I think overall they're all really good. I think they really kind of hit everything, or almost everything, like right on the head. A big reason why a lot of my friends stopped playing, and although I kind of always have a 5-stack if I'm doing quick play, they stopped playing because they were very disgusted by the monetization schemes of Overwatch 2. They thought it was gross. Actually, they didn't know people cared that much. But yeah, my friend was just like, no, like, fuck that, man. I'm not giving them my money. This is ridiculous. And I was just kind of, okay, I'll just buy this Doomfist skin because I like Doomfist. So yeah, good on them. So I know this is a short video, so I guess I'll end it here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a message for the algorithm, and don't forget, I love you. And also don't forget, I have a book out, guys, and today, the 24th, is the last day that's going to be free. After that, the price is going to be $4.99 starting tomorrow. So, you know, help me out. It's a really fun adventure, high fantasy, young adult book, and it's you'll have a good time. I have a really niche sense of humor, so I think you'll come to appreciate it, kind of like the innocence of it all. But I think it's a good book, and it's free. It's perfectly free. Give me a review, because that's how, the more reviews I have, the better it'll do long term, because nobody buys anything on Amazon with their reviews, right? So, you know, please help me out. Like, I put a lot of effort into this, and yeah, sorry for rambling. I love you. Here's the ad I made. Konfaga, Roots of a Very Old Tree, a high fantasy young adult book with a modern take on African mythology. After a mysterious confrontation with his father at school, Marcus Jobda finds himself in the land of Kara. With a small band of determined adventurers and a robust magic system he must quickly learn, Marcus begins his search for his family, a way home, and tries to discover the mystery of the disappearances. From escaping Mamiwara and preventing wars between kingdoms, he'll need every edge his wits can give him to see the next day. The more he learns, the less things appear as they seem. But does he really want to go back to his old life? With hundreds of illustrations filled with clues of the history of the world, Konfaga, Roots of a Very Old Tree is available now on Amazon. And free, from February 20th to February 24th. Because honestly, I just want people reading the book. It's a great story. Link in the description.